Hi, I'm Mihao and this is Below the Surface. In this episode, I'll be chatting with the Halfpennies.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm the drummer in the Halfpennies.
My name is Joe. I play the guitar.
Hi, I'm Ben. I play guitar, also bass, and I sing.
Hi, I'm Will. I play the guitar, also the bass, and I also sing.
I met the guys at the Sofar Sounds gig in London a few years back, and since then we've been catching up every once in a while to record the videos, including the latest official music clip for the song Parole. Parole, by the way, appears on their third EP called Borselino Hat Test that they released just back in December, and it's a banger, so make sure you check it out afterwards. So despite the lockdown and the fact that the boys have not seen each other for months, I managed to gather them together in order to get some questions answered. There were some minor technical issues along the way, but stick around nonetheless and let them become your new favourite band. So guys, first things first, congratulations on your EP, great work. Tell us a little bit more about how it was recorded, any stories behind it.
It was recorded in Chatham, as I've been told, in studios that are owned by a bloke called Barney Barnicott, who's a big-time producer.
I think he's done some stuff with Sam Fender and the Arctic Monkeys, and he had Kasabian gold record or platinum record on his hallway, and it was great. We stayed there for a week, just fucking had a great time. It was wicked.
Oh, it was good fun. It was very good fun.
I just remember, I think, I got all reflective on this. I just remember driving to Asda a lot. It was playing guitar and driving to Asda, because I was the only one with a car.
Joe was the one with the car, so whenever we wanted food, we always had to go in Joe's car. And I remember specifically that because you just got that shitty little iGo, that it couldn't take the weight of all four of us, and it couldn't go. It kept bottoming out as we go over the speed bumps coming out of his drive. It'd just be like...
It might say more about you guys than the car.
No, I think the car's just shit, Joe. Let's face it.
How does it feel not being able to go out there and promote the EP in the old school way by playing in gigs?
Yeah, I understand we can't get out there and promote it in, a live way, but we've been utilising every avenue that we can. I mean, I'm not working at the moment, so I've just been doing a lot on the side in terms of, I have to say it because it's part of it, but we are doing advertising. But that's how you can, we're getting it out through Facebook, mainly Instagram, and we're getting it out to new fans. And we've, in the past month, we've had, we're now at 15,000 streams on the EP since it's been released, and we've got listeners from all over the world keep messaging us saying how much they love our music. And
definitely, we missed the gigging side
so it's been great. Of course, we missed the gig.
When we're gigging around London, it does promote us, but you end up only getting the same heads coming down. Yeah, it's hard to get new groups without new groups of people and just new people in general without some kind of, I don't know, just some awareness of us. And so gigging does that, but on such a small level. What we're doing now digitally is making so much more of an impression that hopefully when we come back off this and we start gigging again, we'll have more heads than we had prior by gigging live.
There are 4 tracks on the EP, and I'd say each one of them is quite different to another, which makes me wonder, how do you write songs? Do you get the ideas by jamming together or come up with them separately?
Well, obviously right now it's separate. It tends to be separate initially.
Tends to be separate. But then I think that we sort of, I don't know, we sort of skeleton out songs ourselves, and then we'll bring them to the band, and then we'll sort of layer it up, and we'll add everything that makes it a song. I know a lot of the times when I bring a song, there's bits that aren't needed or whatever, and you don't really know until you have those other ears. And so every time I could bring a song that I know that it wouldn't be that song without like the rest of the other people.
It's quite
inputting
democratic
on that song.
Yeah, it's quite democratic. I think we all get a say, but mainly it's Ben and Will. It seems like they write their own songs separately, and then we come here and then we all have a say, and then we all refine it into one way or another, and then it becomes a slightly different direction. They get the initial idea, and then we come and just tighten it up, basically throw this out, put this in, that kind of thing. It's quite good because we all get a say.
Yeah, it is good. I think one of the last ones we did, the last one we wrote for like, I just basically came with like pretty much like 2 chords, wasn't it? And I didn't really know where to go from it.
Great, two amazing chords.
Yeah, two pretty chunky chords.
God, you must have been a genius to come up with that.
Yeah, it took me a while. And then I brought that to band. I was like, I don't really know what to do with the chorus. Don't really know where to go from it. And then Will came in with this little high bit, and then we basically did that song from scratch together, which is one of the rare moments that we do that, or we've done that.
And it was Joe's idea for the structure, because you wanted to base it around like a Kings of Leon kind of thing, or something like that, was it not?
It's just off time, like 5 signature.
Like rolling through the track and then build it, something like that at least.
To me, it seems like every time we meet, you start playing completely new bunch of songs, and to be fair, usually each one of them sounds like already polished thing. On our channel alone, there are like 2 or 3 tunes that cannot be heard anywhere else. Where does such amount of songs come from?
I mean, I know I'm constantly right. To be honest, I very rarely finish songs. I come up with a riff or something. I come up with like a chorus or a verse, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. But now I want to write something else. I don't know why. I just get impatient. It's kind of like
I think it's
the
lucky.
way I go about my life.
I think it's pure luck. I think that like one of the lads will bring something along, and then if it gets thrown on the cutting floor, then that's what happens, and then we don't build it up. Or if they come and something clicks, and then we work through it, which is kind of a good thing if you think about it, because we pick the best thing that sounds good to our ear. So it filters through the crap. If that not saying that their writing is crap, but if that makes sense, whatever clicks with us, then we happen to roll with that, and then we turn it into a tune.
Got to be far from you. Got to be free. Something's got a hold of you, baby.
Let's go all the way back to find out how the Halfpennies started.
I was in a 2-piece band called the Halfpennies, with Adam Price, who is Dan Price's older brother. I mean, I suppose we'll all talk a little bit about Dan now. He was like best musician we ever met and all. But he came down to London, and I was like, thought I was Billy Big Bollocks. I was like, yeah, mate, I'll manage you. I'll get you loads of gigs. So I just got on Gumtree, started emailing people, going, oh yeah, I've got someone for a gig for an open mic night. So he got a load of open mic nights, and then he I think it was a guy called Zaid in Camden, who one of the most interesting blokes you're ever going to meet, I suppose. I think, Ben, you came down to that one, didn't you? And then we were outside drinking, having a few beers, and then Zaid comes out and he was like, you've got to get down here with a band. And then we were like just talking about it, and we were like, yeah, let's just give it a go then. And then it started, and then Dan's older brother, Adam, who I originally was in a band with, he jumped in as well. He was on the cajon, and we were doing it in your house in Norton, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, it was when I was in uni. Yeah, we were doing it in our house. Yeah.
That's a cue for you to take over.
We used to have another member called Dan Price. Very talented musician, very talented indeed. Basically, he was like the founder of the band, wasn't he? Was he the founder? Yeah, pretty much. And sadly, a couple of years ago, he passed away. So, this song I wrote after that incident, quite soon after. It was a way of like an outlet for me to express how I was feeling at that time.
It was a shit time for all of us. It was just unexpected, out of the blue. But we cracked on, I mean, obviously, I know thoughts went through my head, through Will's head, through Sam's head. Should we bother doing this anymore? But you know, it was only right that we carried on. You know, because that's what he loved doing. He was so fucking talented. I can't describe to you how talented he was. You know, you can hear a couple of his songs recorded, Ghosts and Fickle. Then eventually, you know, we carried on and we did pretty well. And then we got Joe on board, and you know, now we're here with this great EP and some great fucking music. And yeah, it's just a shame we've been hit by a fucking pandemic. Literally, this band, we are like
the most unlucky band, isn't it?
The most unlucky band, I swear. It's we just constantly get hit with one thing or another.
It's almost like the fates are telling us, guys, you don't want to get there. You don't want to be successful.
Yeah.
Two more questions I wanted to ask you, but we're running out of time. So, well, quickly then. First one, if we are back to normal and you can perform again, who is the artist that you would ideally open a show for?
What spoke to me recently was, did you watch Katy Perry at the inauguration as you did fireworks? I think you should support her. And then like...
Mate, I was thinking, yeah, whoever's got the biggest crowd.
Right, okay, and then the last question to wrap things up, guys. Best piece of advice you've ever been given?
It would probably be, if it was from a musician standpoint, it would be play for the song. Now, I don't know how much guitarists do this and other people do. I suppose everyone does it as well, but I know drummers, they want to be flash from a young age because that's what seems cool, but that's not what's cool. It's really just about playing what for the song. You play what the song needs and really no more. You put your little touch on it, you put your little stamp on it, maybe a bit of flavour here, a little bit of this there. But other than that, you really have to just play for the song, because if you end up doing chops all over it, then you're not going to get paid.
I think my first one, probably from Talladega Nights. Shake it and bake it. Nah, I think for me personally, it's not really like advice, but it's always something that I kind of live by now. Would be from Dan's lyric in his song Ghost, where it says, "You only die once, so you best make the most of your days," which is so fucking relevant. So yeah, that's what I live by.
Only die once, so you best make the most of your days. You don't wanna go home, but at least you've a place to stay. You don't know if you're gonna fill your boots or live to see the day, or if you're gonna fill your boots or live to see the day.
This is everything for today. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode, as in the next episode I will be chatting to Sean Buzzell about his pop-up orchestras and other musical challenges that he puts up for himself. But for now, goodbye.
A bit of breath, I go fresh air and take it on the chin sound. A bit of breath, I go fresh air and take it on the chin sound. I don't wanna see those tears. I break it down the cabinet.